When someone moved into the apartment across the street, everything started off normally. The woman, her name was Mia, seemed to be in her early 30s, polite, cheerful, and always ready to help. On the day she moved in, she greeted the entire building and even left homemade cookies at our door. First impression, the perfect neighbor. Olivia bonded with her instantly. Their casual chats soon turned into coffee meetups, then into daily hangouts. At first, I was happy about their friendship. Olivia hadn't had female friends in a long time, and Mia seemed to fill that gap. But over time, Mia's attention started to shift, not just to Olivia, but to me as well. It wasn't flirtation, it was something deeper, something unsettling. The first sign came during a dinner at our place. While Olivia was in the kitchen, Mia turned to me and said, "Olivia's so lucky, having such a patient husband." She held the eye contact just a second too long. Then came the little touches, unnecessary closeness, and subtle hints, even with Olivia around, that showed her growing interest in me. When Olivia left for work, Mia was the one knocking on my door. "I made dessert. You have to try it," she'd say, scanning me with her eyes in a way that felt less like friendship and more like a quiet invasion. Once she started cleaning our house without asking Olivia, just to be helpful, she claimed. "Your wife's got enough on her plate. A little help won't hurt," she said. Even then, I knew this wasn't an ordinary favor. Over time, these offers of help increased. Mia would arrive before Olivia got home, stroll around the house comfortably, almost more familiar with our home than we were. One morning, while having breakfast, I noticed a note Mia had left. "I picked out a lovely outfit for Olivia today. You're going to love it." She was making decisions in our private life, and Olivia didn't seem bothered. On the contrary, she had started consulting Mia on everything. My unease grew. Mia wasn't just a close friend. She was a shadow slipping silently into our marriage. With Mia's presence came the first visible cracks between Olivia and me. Our dinner chats used to be filled with laughter. But now Olivia constantly brought up Mia, her opinions, her ideas, her suggestions. It was as if I weren't her partner anymore, Mia was. One day, Olivia said, "Mia thinks our house looks a little messy." That wasn't the first outside comment about our home, but it was the most direct. Mia wasn't just living with us, she was shaping us. Coming home from work, to find Mia already in the kitchen had become normal. One evening, while Olivia was out, Mia was cooking dinner. "I made it just the way you like it," she said. Her smile was polite, but hollow. That realization chilled me and enraged me. I tried to talk to Olivia. "Mia comes over a lot. Don't you think she's crossing into our private space?" Olivia shrugged. "She's just helping out. She's become like a friend to me," she said. But that friendship was threatening my marriage. I had suspicions about Mia, but nothing solid, until the day she left her bag in our living room. Curiosity got the better of me. Inside was a small notebook filled with notes about our household. Olivia's favorite meals, my meeting schedule when the house was empty. This wasn't just curiosity, it was obsession. That day, I decided to document everything. I installed a few hidden cameras. One camera caught her talking to herself in the mirror. "This house suits me." Another caught her brushing her hair with Olivia's brush in the bathroom, whispering, "It already feels like mine." This wasn't suspicion anymore. It was proof. A few days later, I prepared to show the videos to Olivia, but I waited for the right moment. And when it came, everything changed. That morning started out normally. Olivia was making breakfast, I was reading the paper, and Mia, like always, was at our door with fresh flowers. "How about some tea today?" she asked Olivia. But this time, Olivia looked her straight in the eye and said nothing. She opened the door. We sat silently in the living room. The tension was thick. Then I did something I'd never done before. I turned to Olivia and said, "I want to show you something." She looked confused, but nodded. I pulled out my phone and played the video of Mia saying, "This place will be mine." Then came the scenes with the clothes and the hairbrush. Olivia's face went pale. Mia looked panicked for the first time. "What is this nonsense? This will ruin me," she shouted. But Olivia didn't respond. She stood up, walked to the kitchen, and came back holding Mia's forgotten bag. She pulled out the hairbrush and turned to me. "Gavin, how long have you known?" she asked. "Long enough, but I waited for you to see it," I replied. Her eyes welled up, not with sadness, but with clarity. Mia stood. "This isn't fair. I was just," she began. But Olivia cut her off. "You only thought of yourself. You came into our lives pretending to be a friend and tried to tear us apart. Leave and don't come back." Mia walked to the door in silence. No excuses. She left. We stood by the window, watching until she disappeared around the corner. Olivia took Gavin's hand. "I thought I'd lost you," she said. "Me too," Gavin replied. The silence in the house felt peaceful, not threatening. Months passed. Olivia and Gavin started therapy. They rebuilt their bond. Mia never returned. The building's janitor said she had almost no belongings when she left, as if she had come only to break them and then vanish. But what she left behind was an awakening, a realization of how deeply fake friendships can cut, and how the closest person might be your greatest threat. Gavin had learned one thing: true love can endure any test. But when the masks fall, it's not love that remains, it's truth. For weeks, Olivia and Gavin worked on finding their way back to each other. Mia's departure left a void, but it also marked the darkest point in their marriage. Still, sitting at the same breakfast table, making eye contact again, and smiling felt like a miracle. They began putting the silence into words. It wasn't just healing, it was rebuilding. One Sunday morning, Olivia came in with an envelope. Inside was a letter Mia had written years ago, but never sent. The new neighbor had accidentally placed it in their mailbox while sorting the mail. The letter read, "Olivia, I envied you. Your life, your husband, your sense of safety, but most of all, the way he looked at you, because no one has ever looked at me that way." Olivia handed it to Gavin. "Should we burn it?" she asked. Gavin shook his head. "Let's keep it. It'll remind us of what we've overcome." And he held her hand. The darkness of the past was behind them. Mia had entered their lives like a ghost, and now she was gone. But they had left her shadow behind. So tell me, what's more devastating, losing your marriage to a stranger, or realizing it was never really yours to begin with? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Could you ever forgive someone who tried to steal your life? Or would you watch them fall into the trap they built for you? When trust is shattered by the person next door, can love survive what comes after?